What's up guys? Welcome to the video. So today, we're gonna be doing a home gym walkthrough. So my name is Cinder and I like to train powerlifting style training, so I kinda like lifting heavy. And I'm not really the kind of guy that finds working out as a social activity, you know? I like working out alone, I've always enjoyed it, I've always found it as a personal time. So, nung start pa lang nung pandemic, naisip ko na ito na yung chance ko. Magbibuild na ako ng home gym. So, being into powerlifting, syempre may specific needs para sa sport ko and specific equipment for the sport. So, that's one thing you need to consider when you're gonna make your own home gym. Tapos, given the whole COVID situation, syempre ayaw ko namang gumastos ng maraming pera. Kasi wala akong ganun. Now, I know I do not have the most luxurious setup. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, budget home gym lang ito. I was very frugal with the build, but I didn't want to sacrifice the quality. I have everything that I need for the moment. So if you want to know how I did that living here in the Philippines, keep watching the video. So let's start with the power rack. It's right behind me. Number one tip if you want to keep your home gym really cheap is build your own stuff. So this is the centerpiece of the gym, and I think it should be the centerpiece of every gym. We built it a few months ago with my dad and my little brother. We know how to weld a bit. We know how to do a little metal work, so we figured out why not. It shouldn't be so hard. So this is the rack. I'm inside the rack. This rack was inspired by Mark Ripto of Starting Strength. He actually put out blueprints of a C-channel power rack. So it's not exactly what we followed when we built it, but it's heavily inspired by it. So unlike most racks that are square, this only has one sheet of metal holding the J-hooks. But even so, I find it very sturdy. So we actually built this one a little deeper. We also built the feet and the top part a little differently. One really big mistake we had when we built the rack was we used thin C-channels. So according to the blueprint, you're supposed to be using 4 to 5 mm C-channel. Well, we went to the hardware during the lockdown, so we really didn't have a choice. It was an impulsive buy, so we didn't really have the time to check the thickness of the steel. That resulted to a wobbly rack. This is actually quite wobbly, as you can see. The thing is, I tried to load it with a lot of weight, more than I can ever handle in my life, so it held it really well, so it should be fine, right? But if you are planning to build this yourself, please take a look. Pay attention to the thickness of the steel. Make sure you get the thickest C-channel available. Meron tayong ganun dito sa Pilipinas, don't worry. If you have it here in Baguio, you should have it where you are. So we got the holes drilled out in a local machine shop. We also made it so that you can bolt and unbolt it because I don't think this thing is gonna be staying here forever. So if ever I want to disassemble it in the future, it wouldn't be so hard to do that anymore. The safety pins are made of solid steel, so they're really sturdy. And so is the pull-up bar up top. We made sure to make some plate storage in the back. It's also gonna help with the wobble a bit. The J-hooks were made from a scrap I-beam, like a really big 6-inch I-beam. The ones that you'd see them use for beams or posts of buildings, so I'm quite confident it's gonna hold up. So guys, ganito talaga yung design nito. Dinesign nila para meron siyang extra na J-hook. So ganyan siya. So yeah, that's the rack. We didn't really test the load because I don't want to wreck the thing. But I got the load 360 kilos, like I said. It's more than I need, so if it can hold that, it should be able to hold the weights I squat and bench. Next up is my favorite part of the gym. I got a Rogue Ohio power bar. I hope it focuses. There you go. So this is a 45-pound bare steel Ohio power bar from Rogue. So alam ko na yung iniisip nyo. Akala ko ba dapat budget home gym ito? Bakit may Rogue? Budget daw. Ganito yung thought process ko. I wanted to go cheap on everything except the bar. Bakit? The rack just holds the bar, keeps it in place, makes sure na hindi siya mahuhulog. The plates, they just hang there on the sides of the bar, but the bar is actually attached to your body. So during squats, you actually have the bar on your back. During the bench, you have the bar over your face, over your chest. And the deadlifts, you have it on your hands. It's the only part na hinahawakan mo that's actually in contact with your body. So after having said that, I decided to go for Rogue. So this is the cheapest variant of the Rogue Ohio Power Bar. I got it from the rack.ph. Check them out, they're really good. I actually had to wait quite a while to get this kasi special order nga, they didn't have it on hand during the time, so matagal-tagal kong hinintay. I actually ordered it before lockdown. I plan to be the guy who goes to the commercial gym with his own personal barbell. But COVID happened, so I just decided to get everything else along with it.
So iba rin yung hangin namin dito sa Baguio, no guys. Sabihin mo ng isang buwan nagkakaganyan na siya. So I've been reading online. Seems like it's something that's really bound to happen anyway. So, nayan ko na lang.
So kung kagaya nyo ako na nag-gym dati sa commercial gyms or sa mga bakal gyms, yung mga barbell na gamit nila dun is what I call butter bars. Kasi ang dulas nila, it came to the point na ang dami kong gasgas dito sa likod ko dati. Kasi when you squat, wala silang knurling dito sa gitna. Tapos dumudulas-dulas yung bar when you go up and down the squats. So the part that has a knurl is actually on your back. Ginagasgasan niya lang yung likod ko. So ang dami ko talagang gasgas dito dati. But when I tried this, pagkailalim mo pa lang sa bar, it really sticks to your shirt so well. It really sticks to your back so well that it's not going anywhere. Ang sarap talaga. Tsaka pati sa deadlifts guys, pag hinawakan nyo ito during your deadlifts, ang sarap. You won't ever want to go back to the regular gym barbells anymore. Okay, so balik na tayo sa pagiging tipid, no? Let's talk about the bench. I got this bench from Forged PH. Gustong gusto ko to kasi it's very close to competition specs, tapos 5K something lang. So, saan ka pa, di ba? Tapos nung in-order ko to, talagang sinigurado ko na sukatin talaga nila lahat ng dimensions bago nila i-send sa akin. Kahit na pre-order siya, pagkarating sa kanila, they had to measure it. Siguro medyo napahirapan ko sila doon, pero you know what? It's all good. I really like it kasi pasok na pasok siya sa dimensions na gusto ko. Which is, after months of looking, really hard to find here in the Philippines. One caveat here is that it's not really the most sticky bench. So, given na 5,000 lang siya, hindi na ako magre-reklamo. Pero if you're into strength sports and you like bench pressing, you know that you don't want to bench press on a slippery surface. Gusto mo yung makapit. So, I didn't really mind given the price. One hack I learned over the years of benching in commercial gyms is to lay a yoga mat over it or a resistance band like this one I have over here. So just lay it over the bench and it's gonna make it really sticky. You'll have no problems with whatever surface they used on it. Okay, so next in line are the plates. I really love the look of old school cast iron steel plates.
Man, I love that sound.
Gandang pakinggan eh. Been looking for them for months. May mga nagsabi sa akin na meron daw sa mga stores sa Manila like Quiapo or Raon or something like that. Given the situation, hindi ganun kadali na bumaba sa Manila to buy plates, you know. I even messaged some random people on IG na taga Manila asking them where they got their cast iron plates because I really like the look. And finally, I found some online. I got these from Iron Supply, these black ones. And I got these gray ones from Forged as well, the same guys I got my bench from. So one thing you want to look out for when you're looking for plates is the diameter of the actual plate and the diameter of the hole. Kung gumagamit kayo ng Olympic barbell, you want a 2-inch hole. And if you're into powerlifting, you want a 17.5 or 450 millimeter diameter plate. So these are actually still relatively cheap, but depende sa inyo kung gaano karami ang kukunin nyo. I got a lot. I got the max weight that I can currently load on a bar, and then I added another pair of plates on top of that. So one thing you need to consider if you're planning to get these is the noise. They're really noisy when you drop them. Like I said before, this space is in a construction site, so the noise is not really a problem at the moment. But if you live in a condo or an apartment, maybe this wouldn't be the best choice for you. Powerup, barbell, plates, bench. Yes, the plate rack. If you were able to catch last week's video, I actually uploaded a video of how we made it. Yung bakal nun, galing lang sa scrap na bakal nito. Tapos naglagay lang kami ng mga tubo-tubo dun. It's not that hard if you know how to weld. I really like it. It looks really cool. It adds to the aesthetic of the C-channel rack, the old school plates, and everything black and metal. Holds a lot of weight too. Holds all my plates without budging or shaking. Tapos maganda rin siyang pagsabitan ng mga belt, ng mga straps, mga resistance bands, ganun. Yeah, it's almost furniture. Last thing I think every powerlifting home gym needs is flooring. You need good flooring. You need to protect your floor from the weights that you're dropping. So another budget tip na naman, guys. Maraming nagtatanong kung saan ko kinuha yung floor na to. Bale, ang ginawa ko, naghanap ako ng mga shop na gumagawa ng mga mudguard ng mga jeep. Kung may alam kayong gano'n na malapit sa inyo, puntahan nyo sila. Tanungin nyo kung meron silang conveyor belt na rubber. So, gano'n ang ginawa ko, nakahanap ako. I got to find out that these rubbers were from a mining company that I had my internship at before. Sobrang kapal nila, guys. It's actually layers of rubber and bead. So, hindi lang siya rubber, gaya ng mga high density mats. So, they're not the best looking. They actually have some rough edges. Pero kung masipag kayong mag-cut, you just cut the edges off and it looks perfect. I stuck them together with duct tape so that they don't look as sketchy. So, I laid the rubbers over 1/8 inch thick plywood. It did not reduce the noise nor the shaking of the room, but you know what? It protects my plates and that's all I care about at the moment. And this thing is standing over 3/4 inch plywood that's covered with carpet. So while we were still building the gym, I went ahead and poured contact cement over the plywood and laid the carpet over, put plates on top of it para ma-press siya ng maigi. Iniwan ko lang siya ng ilang araw and it's not moving at all. If you're in the Philippines and you plan to compete, you're actually gonna compete on top of carpet. So this is not a bad idea. If you have scrap carpet lying at home like I did, then go ahead and use that. Just make sure you ask your mom. That's it, guys. Yun po yung aking tipid na gym dito sa Pilipinas kung binabalak yung magbuo ng gym. I hope you got some tips for me. Kaya nga na sinabi ko, it's not much, but guess what? It works. And I'm making PRs and I hope you guys do too. So like the video, comment, share, subscribe. If you're in the Baguio City area or La Trinidad, feel free to hit me up. I can have you guys over if you want to train. Catch you guys next week.